How to create Shopify landing page using Lovable. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll show you exactly how it's done. Now, I just need to say there's no perfect way of implementing what we create from Lovable to Shopify. So we can actually use it for reference, or we can even try to paste in the HTML to a page, and it's not really going to look the best, but we can try. So anyways, to actually create a landing page with Lovable for our Shopify store, we simply just want to go to Lovable first and create an account. It does have a free plan, so we can just go ahead and utilize that. And then we can even feel free to upgrade if you need to. So just go ahead and go to lovable.dev. And right away, you're going to be met with this screen. The only thing that is going to be a little bit different is if you have not logged in or signed up just yet, just go ahead and make sure you do so. It should say sign up from the top right, I believe. Go ahead and do that with the free plan, it's fine. And then we are just going to end up in this page. So here we are going to use the power of a very good prompt in order to create that landing page. So first we can just start by stating the obvious that we want you, Lovable, to create a Shopify landing page for us. So I stated I need you to create a landing page for Shopify. Next, you would want to also state why you're creating this landing page or what's the reason behind it. So we can just do product landing pages, right? So we want to create a landing page that promotes a product. So as we can read here, we have the landing page is about my main product, and I really want to highlight its features. So next up, we want to also include what kind of sections we want to include in this landing page. So more like whether you want a hero section, slideshow, call to action, obviously we need that. And also more things like benefits of the product, features, maybe even testimonies. It's really up to you. And by the way, just a heads up, I'm not really the best with prompts, but I'm just going to show you that this also works. So let's talk about what I added here. So I said for the sections, I need to start off with a hero section with a clear call to action, CTA. It should have an animated background of a glow effect. I also would like to have a slideshow with 3 slides, each one having text on top and CTA or call to action. By the way, you can even add the images here, and it actually is pretty much just going to understand what images you want to add, and you can even state them. Next, I want a features and benefits section that is alive and interactive one way or another. And lastly, we can end it with something from your own choosing. Whatever you think is fit to be the footer, add that. I added this as a test. Let's see what Lovable can actually do here for us. Lastly, what I'm going to add is the general theme of the landing page. Usually you want to state the colors of it and the feel of it, and maybe even the font family. So I made it very simple. The theme overall is smooth finished dark gray and gold. The gold should be a gradient to make it look gold, not just yellow color. So right now I'm just going to use this prompt. As you can see, it's very simple. It's not even a complicated prompt or very detailed at all, actually. So let's see what this Lovable is going to come up with this very simple prompt. So we obviously just want to hit this or just do enter and wait for it to load. So now it's done with my landing page here. So I'm just going to minimize this and we can actually see it for ourselves here. It's pretty much black and gold-ish. And we have this text, the call to action, shop now, learn more. If you scroll down, we have the actual slideshow that I asked for. And with the call to action in text, scrolling down a bit more, we have the features and benefits. I told them to be lifelike, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, we have some more statistics here, which we can feel free to change. And we have the footer here, which they added a email. So it's pretty cool, but let's say you don't like a specific thing with your landing page. So in that case, what you want to do is just go ahead and click on the top here. You should be able to find design. If you click on design, you're going to be able to click on visual edits. And if you click on that, you can just click on most things here. And if you click on it, you're going to pretty much just be able to adjust it to your liking. So if it's text, you can just go ahead and highlight it and just add your own. Same goes for this one, same goes for any of them. But if you click on other elements like buttons here, it's just going to be a little bit different. It's not going to give you the same options when it comes to customization from the left side here. So you have this way of designing things if you don't like them, or you can simply just go back to the prompt. you can just go back to the prompt and pretty much just tell them or tell Lovable exactly what you want to change. And they're pretty much just going to change everything for you as long as you state exactly what you want changed. So for example, let's say I don't really like the colors. In that case, I can just basically just go back to Lovable prompt and type in, so I just said I need lighter, more premium golden color. And now it should basically just update the entire site. And it basically just, you gave us this new color, which isn't really the best, but you get the idea. You simply just want to play around with it until you get exactly what you want. Not only that, but you can even change the text with prompts here. So let's say the main hero section you want to change the text for, you can just go in and add that in here. You just need to be aware of your credits that you have for the day, because each time you do something from the prompts, they're going to obviously use up some credits. So lastly, you're going to be able to access the code here from the code tab. Now, there's going to be a lot of files here about the code, but what I did is just going to make things easier for us, is I wrote within the prompts that I want a full HTML version of this exact landing page so I can copy it. And it's just basically created it for me, and it named it landing-page.html. So if we just go to code, we should be able to find it right here. And we simply just want to copy this entire code. Okay, so let's talk about implementation now for Shopify. Now you have, I guess, 3 different options that I can think of right now. First, you simply just take reference for this and try to implement it the best that you can to your Shopify store. It's just going to give you an idea of how a great landing page is going to look like, and you simply try to match it up from Shopify's side of things. Secondly is going to be copying the code like we just did and pasting it into a page from Shopify. Now it's not going to look the best. It's not even going to look close to being as good as this. But maybe if you are using a very simple theme, it could work. Just to show you what I'm talking about, if we just click on add page from Shopify and we can just name it whatever we want here. Within the content, if we just use the HTML and paste in the code, and save it. Let's just go and view the page. As you can see, it's not really going to look the best because it's kind of out of place. So like I said, if you're using some sort of a simpler design, maybe it could possibly work. And obviously this title you can feel free to remove, so it's not really the problem, but maybe if you can change the background color here, or make the background color of the landing page itself match this, then it could possibly work. The last method that I can think of how to actually use this in your Shopify, well, it's technically not going to be in Shopify. It's basically trying to host it externally, for example, in GitHub Pages, which is completely for free, and linking it one way or another to Shopify. So maybe you can just have in your Shopify a button that leads to this page, and then you get the sales. So yeah, this is pretty much how to create a landing page for Shopify using Lovable. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful. And for more information, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching.